We got some fun Los Angeles Rams stories in this episode of the Rams Radar. Kevin Dotson's epic haircut. We're talking about Stafford's back soreness and some information conveyed by Jourdan Rodrigue. And we also have some potentially leaked Rams rivalry logos. Can't stress this enough. Rumors. Let's get into it here. I was recently told my intros suck, so I'm going to just dive right in. Let's start off with Kevin Dotson, the Rams left guard, quickly becoming a fan favorite. And if you are a Rams player now or in the future, and you want to become a Rams fan favorite, this right here, folks, this is the haircut you show up to camp with. Kevin, well done. Well done. Let's go do that video here. Give me 1 second.
Wait, Kevin,
yes.
Before you go.
Right there, folks. Yes.
Wait, Kevin, before you go.
Love that. Big man showed up to training camp with the Rams horn haircut. That's iconic. Love it. Can't wait to see Kevin Dotson just continue to maul over people. Truly embracing the Ram from head to toe within himself. So love that from Kevin Dotson. Then our next story, we're going to quickly just go over to, and I'm even cautious bringing this up. This image is getting leaked around online. I've seen it from a couple of different accounts. I can't actually trace it back to the source that leaked this. This is apparently a hat that's been available to buy. I'll be honest, I have not seen it. I am not a Rams hat expert. I think this looks kind of cool. I don't know if this is the Rams rivalry logo. You do see a sticker there that I've seen on other hats that I've bought at the Rams merch store at SoFi Stadium. So you can let me know in the comments. Do you think this is an actual leaked logo? Will the new uniforms have this kind of color scheme with it? I don't know. I'm not convinced. Just because they've been so close knit about these uniforms. Like we haven't heard anything about them other than that they're coming. And by the time you're watching this video, maybe they've already dropped and I'm making another video about it. But this was interesting enough. I thought, hey, let's include it in this video here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because I can't stress enough. This is maybe a leak and maybe not, purely speculation and a rumor. But if it is, interesting concept. Definitely a bold redesign of the Rams logo. But again, we don't actually know. And then our final story, we talked about this on the camp update video yesterday when I talked about Sean McVay talking about Matthew Stafford's back soreness and how they're going to keep him out of just kind of the first 5 days of training camp and have him doing workouts off to the side, but then he's going to kind of get eased into the second week. And I'm not overly concerned about it. I do think that is more preventative and player care more than anything. But Jourdan Rodrigue was on NFL Daily today and had some interesting things. And interesting things to say. Jourdan Rodrigue, I still think she is the gold standard for Rams reporting. She knows this team very well. And let's hear what she had to say on Matthew Stafford's back soreness.
Rams camp on, I'm losing track of days already, Tuesday.
I want to go
yesterday.
Take the listener inside baseball just a little bit. So the Rams sent out their list of players who would be available for media appearances this week. Matthew Stafford was not on it. The quarterback always talks in week 1 if he's throwing the football. So to me, my immediate flag was, oh, he must not be throwing this week. So then, of course, you prepare and you get ready to go for opening when Sean McVay rolls out onto the podium, onto the lectern with his latest Matthew Stafford update. As we remember last year, this was a contract situation. This year, a little bit less serious than a lingering contract situation, but it's back soreness. For a 37-year-old quarterback who's dealt with this specific thing, according to Sean, before in his career, this very specific type of back issue that he's dealing with. So he's going to work to the side for the first 5 days of training camp. And then they were already planning on coming into camp with a modified throwing program for him to begin with. So this isn't serious until it potentially gets serious. I'm not, raising the alarm bells quite yet, but at 37, and missing the first part of camp, this is something to keep an eye on.
I think it's a general just reminder with him. He's been dealing with his back injury for a while, that there's a reason why they played hardball with him. There is some risk to this Stafford contract at this age. There's really that risk with any player at this age.
Or any 37-year-old, frankly.
Or any football player, because it's like a car crash every single play, but especially Stafford at this stage. So that's a reminder. Joe Mixon is another guy I'm worried about. Aaron Wilson.
Anyway, all this to say, I appreciate what Jourdan and Greg were talking about there. Stafford is 37. He's an older quarterback. There's not too many 37-year-olds out there who don't have a little bit of back soreness, let alone NFL quarterbacks. And I stand by. I don't think this is something to be alarmed about. McVay didn't seem overly alarmed about it when questioned about it. And I think that Stafford is going to be fine headed into this season. And I'm looking forward, I don't expect to see him in preseason, but I am looking forward to seeing, clips and highlights of him when they do joint practices with other teams, or, they have that, their 7-on-7 drills, things like that. But let me know in the comments below. Are you concerned at all about Stafford's back soreness that he's experiencing? And, as we talked about in my Rams update video yesterday, the injury that we're watching and concerned about is Rams left tackle A.J. Jackson, and just everything going on there. And I kind of talk more about that in that video if you want to go check that out. Anyway, that is going to do it for me in this short episode of the Rams Radar. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Feel free to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I like to talk about random things about the Rams. And as always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams. Woo!